Hello people, another beautiful day. Yeah, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing around here. Saturday morning, weekend is up on us again. Hope y'all 5 senses work. Let's do this. We're gonna do this video is called the New Age of Gaming, and the New Age of Gaming meaning that we play video games on cell phones now. All right, so we're gonna take all the kids in America, kids, all the way up to 12 years old, and then teenagers, 13 through 19, right? Because when you get to 20, you're an adult. You get into adult phase. But anyway, we're gonna take all those kids and teenagers, and we're gonna give them $1,500, right? We're gonna take them to the electronics store, okay? We're gonna give them three choices, but they can only pick one. We're gonna have the Nintendo Switch. We're gonna have the latest Samsung phone, the latest. We're gonna have the latest iPhone, and we're gonna explain the difference between all three, between the Switch, what it can do, cannot do, and what the phone can do, that the Switch can do, right? We're gonna give them $1,500, and they only get to pick one out of the three. You get 3 options, but you can only pick one. So you get the Switch, you get the latest Samsung Galaxy phone, and you get the latest iPhone. Which one do you think they're gonna pick? You take every kid and teenager in America and just give them $1,500. Take them to an electronics store. They get 3 options, but they can only pick one. You got the Nintendo Switch, you got the latest Samsung Galaxy phone, and then you got the latest iPhone, and they can only pick one. Which one do you think they're gonna pick? They will pick the phone over the Switch. Why? Because with a phone you can play games, watch movies, and all that. And not only that, you can make phone calls, okay? Depending on the situation, okay? They would pick the phone over the Switch, okay? So let's say I'm gonna use the Wii U tablet. Let's say this is the Switch, right? Okay. And this is your latest Samsung Galaxy phone, and this is your latest iPhone, right? You give a kid $1,500, and you said, okay. You explain to the kid and the teenager the difference between the three and the benefits, right? But they only get to pick one. You only get one pick. Which one do you think they're gonna pick? It will come down to these two: the Android phone or the iPhone. That's the one they're gonna pick. Okay? They will pick the phone over the Switch. Why? Because there's so much they can do with a phone that the Switch can't do. Okay? And plus they can make phone calls and talk to their friends. They will pick the phone over the Switch. And that is the new age of gaming we're in now. We don't play on Switches no more. No. We play on our phones. We play on our phones now. Okay? We play on phone. Android, iOS. Android, iOS. Okay? So now I'm gonna bring the Wii U into the picture now. Watch this. So what was the Wii U really missing? A phone with an app, right? A phone with an app. with an app. Okay. What did you think the pandemic was about? Especially when it comes to video games. The pandemic was about who had their infrastructure in place. That's what it was about. Okay. Who had their infrastructure in place and who can weather the storm. Okay. The Wii U got the perfect docking station. The perfect docking station ever. The best docking station ever. Okay, the Wii U. Okay, and the only thing the Wii U was missing. Let me cut this off. The only thing the Wii U was missing was a phone. It was missing a phone with an app, so the phone can communicate with the app. Okay, well, I mean, the phone with the app can communicate with the Wii U and the tablet. That's all the Wii U was missing. The pandemic was about who had their infrastructure in place and who can weather the storm. Because remember, once the pandemic hit, stores got shut down, and the only way you could get your games were digitally. Okay, digital sales went up, so Sony and Microsoft will know about it. Digital sales went up. PC will know too. Okay, so when it came to the pandemic, it was about who had their infrastructure in place. And the Wii U had an infrastructure. It did. Had everything in place. And it needs some CPU power with RAM. Probably use the same video card and then increase the CD space. And that was it. And the only thing that was missing from the Wii U was a phone with an app. So now streaming is the latest thing now. And the way people play video games now is on their phones, Android, iOS. And these phones today now are so powerful now, you can stream games on them and play them. Okay? And that's what the Wii U was missing. A cell phone with an app. Everything else was in place. It needs to be refreshed, and that was it. Okay? So when the pandemic came, it was about who had the infrastructure in place and who can weather the storm. Okay? So if you gave a kid right now, teenagers, $1,500 and take them to Best Buys, Target, to any phone store, Metro, Sprint, whatever, to take them to any electronic store and line up. Let's say this was a Switch. Line up the Switch. Line up the Samsung Galaxy, and line up the iPhone. Line up all three of them. And explain the difference. Explain the difference between the three of them, and explain the advantage and disadvantage. Those kids and teenagers will pick the phone over the Switch because it has more value, more to offer. You can do more, okay? And plus you can play the latest games on them. So that's the new age of gaming we're in now. Cell phone gaming, okay? Cell phone stream games or cell phone console games now. That's what we're in. You need a powerful console now. You need a powerful console to run your games. And you need a powerful phone. That's what you need in today's time. Okay? Now people might say, okay, why did you use the Wii U? As an example. The reason I used the Wii U to show you that Nintendo was ahead of everybody. They had things in place. Okay? To fight the pandemic. And all they had to do was refresh the console. Everything was in place. And then with the virtual console, they just plug in the classic games, the classic console in the virtual console, and then add some features to the Miiverse, put some more apps up in the eShop, and be done with it. And then make the Wii U backwards compatible with GameCube. Okay? That's all the Wii U was missing. A cell phone with an app. That's all the Wii U was really, really missing. When you really look at it. It already has a tablet. Already has a console, has an SD card port, and external hard drive support. Plus, it got the Wii U Pro controller with with the GameCube, Wii Pro, Wii Classic Pro, and the motion controller. Yep. And like I told people before, there was no need to build a Switch. There was no need. The Wii U was the answer to the Nintendo fan base problem. And like I've been trying to tell people before, everything was right on the table to use. Okay? So the only thing the Wii U was missing, all the Wii U needed was a refresh, and then it was missing this, a phone with an app. Okay? So if you gave every kid in America right now $1,500, you take them to the electronics store and you tell them, you line up the Switch with a Samsung phone and an iPhone. Explain the difference between all three, the advantage and disadvantages. the phone will win. The Samsung and iPhone will win because you can do more. The Switch won't. And kids love to have their phones. Today's kids gotta have a cell phone in today's time. Okay? The Wii U was just missing this. Okay? It was just missing this. A phone with an app. Okay? The infrastructure was in place. It was just missing the GameCube, and it needed to be refreshed. That 25 gig CD needed 100 gigs of storage on it. Okay? The Wii U itself needs some CPU power and RAM, and the signal strength between the tablet and the console need to be fixed, and that was it. And once that is done, push the Wii U back out on the market. Then go back and work on the infrastructure since you already got it. By improving the virtual console, improving the eShop with games and apps. And the only missing piece to the puzzle was a phone with an app. Okay? That's all the Wii U was missing. A phone with an app. So this notion that it was sales, marketing, commercial failure is a lie. A bold-faced lie. Okay? And it was made up. Okay? This console right now was the answer to the Nintendo fan base problem. Okay? Because whatever punishment the pandemic was dishing out, you would have been able to, if the Wii U was refreshed, you would have been able to play Battlefront 1, Battlefront 2, Jedi Fallen Order, Squadrons, Destiny, and the list goes on. Okay? Elder Scrolls Online. Okay? The Wii U was the answer to the Nintendo fan base problem all along. So the Switch should have never been built, because the only thing the Wii U was really missing, again, was a phone with an app. Yep. And that was it in a nutshell. So again, if I was supposed to do an experiment where I give every kid and teenager $1,500, take them to an electronics store and say, okay, you got three options, but you can only pick one. You got the Switch, you got the latest Samsung phone, you get the latest iPhone. The phones will beat the Switch any day. Not only that, in the phone industry, the user base is big. Okay? So the answer to the Nintendo's problem was the Wii U, and the only thing the Wii U was really missing was a phone with an app. Once the Wii U got the refresh, that was 99% of their problem solved. 99. The 1% was improving the infrastructure, improving the virtual console, the eShop. It had little features here and there. That was it. Okay. So if you, like I said, if you take a kid right now, every kid in America, give them $1,500 each. Take them to an electronics store. Kids and teenagers, line up the Nintendo Switch with the latest Samsung phone, with the latest iPhone. Explain the difference between all three, and just give them one, and tell every one of them, you only get to pick one. They will pick the phone over the Switch. Why? Because in today's world, streaming is a new thing. And plus you can play games on your phone and make phone calls and watch movies and all that. They will pick the phone over the Switch any day. Okay? So just putting this video out there to let you guys know that the Wii U was the answer to the Nintendo fan base problem all along. Okay? Because with that virtual console that they had, you can plug the Neo Geo in, Atari Jaguar, Panasonic 3DO, Sega console games, arcade games, and then they will be getting their current games. Okay? The Wii U was the truth. Okay? So what happened to the Wii U was lies, excuses, and laziness. Okay? That's what really happened to the Wii U. It had nothing to do with sales, marketing, commercial failure. Nintendo was being lazy. Okay? And they lie a lot and make excuses. Okay? And those YouTubers that was bad-mouthing the Wii U don't know what they're talking about. Okay? in today's world, in 2021 and beyond now, with 5G and 6G on the horizon, we play on our phones now. We play and stream games on our phone. We watch movies on our phones. Okay? And we listen to music on our phones. And send messages and all that. So what you need now in 2021 and beyond is a powerful console with a cell phone. And that is it. And the Wii U was the answer to the Nintendo fan base problem. Because they were ahead. The only thing they were missing was this. Okay? And the Wii U just needs to be refreshed. Anyway, nice talking to you beautiful people. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Or Dark Side. I'm gone. Peace.